Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond welcoming you to yet another time travel tennis tournament. We are doing the Sunday finals for the men and the women. Our first final will be Rod Laver versus Dominic Thiem. Uh, we're going to go kind of quickly through this one and then do the ladies' one because the ladies' one's more interesting. So we look at the 32-person bracket, and Washington started with 16 seeded players, but now only one got to the semifinals, much less the final. And that's Rod Laver against Dominic Thiem from Austria. So the seeded players, Agassi lost to Nastasi, Tilden lost to Gas Laver, Borg lost to JC Ferraro, Poncho lost to Vilas, and Sampras lost to Vitas. The Vitas. The 8 seed Connors lost to Thiem, 9 seed Lacoste lost to Sheriff, Lendl, number 14, losing to Cochet, 3 Budge loses to Thiem, 7 Novak loses to Rakes, the 16 seed Nishikori lost to Gaudio, Federer lost to Gaudio. So Laver will take on Thiem. Well, Laver wins. This would be his fourth title. I think he's won a Grand Slam. No, there's only been 2 Grand Slams. He hasn't won. So Laver would be out for 4 weeks. He would be gone in Indy, Austria, Montreal, and then the week after. I don't know what's after Montreal, but yeah. He wouldn't even be in Montreal if he wins. If Thiem wins, then he's just out of Indianapolis, but he's back for Austria. Well, he should be back for Austria. I mean, it is his home country. So Rod Laver with 3 titles against Dominic Thiem, who's number 23. Oh, well. Laver. He won the Memphis Cup in week 2, beating Murray, Lacoste, Agassi, Sampras, and Connors. And then Brussels, he beat Cochet, Nishikori, Chilich, Borg, and Edberg. And then the final in Hamburg, beating Chilich, Navandi, and Nastasi, Borg, and Lendl. Since then, he hasn't been to a final. He went to 3 semifinals. Third time's the charm. He's beaten Johnston, Nastasi, Tilden, and Filas today. So to get here, Dominic Thiem, 33 and 20. Got to the semis in Bari, losing to Filas. Semis in Florence, losing to Sheriff. Got to the finals in Bologna after being Chilich, Budge, Borg, and Filas. Of course, fell to Rafa. Who wouldn't fall to Rafa? In Washington, he had to go through the qualifiers. That's right. Well, he had to beat Wielander, Connors, Sheriff, Budge, and then had a seemingly cream puff of Gaudio, but he did lose the first set to Gaudio. Every match has been the full 3 sets. Well, we play 5 sets.
Quiet, please. Thiem to serve.
Should be
First
able to win
game.
this one because
Play.
Laver might be full of himself. We'll see.
Love 15. Six 1. Thiem.
Thiem has a couple of points on his racket.
6-2. Thiem. Out.
Okay,
Game and first set. Thiem. 7 games to 6.
First set to Thiem.
15 love.
Okay, round.
Out. Game and second set. Thiem.
Laver. Now
6 games to 2.
2 sets to nil.
Leads by 2 sets
on
to
Laver. Wow, this could be big. This could be big. That is
game,
big.
set, and championship. Thiem. 3 sets to love. 7-6. 6-2. 6-4.
And Dominic Thiem does it. His first tournament win. He makes Austria proud of him. Not Australia, but Austria. So Dominic Thiem sweeps Rod Laver. I never thought that could happen, but yeah, a big shock in the boys thing. For Dominic Thiem is now a finalist. So he's out. Well, the good news for Rod Laver is, well, Rod Laver might not be back in Canada. So anyway, Dominic Thiem wins 7-6, 6-2, 6-4. Rod Laver can't believe his luck losing to Dominic Thiem. So what a win for the Austrian. Well, let's take a look at the statistics. Players, there have been 14 guys who have at least won a title. Nadal leads with 5, Laver with 3, Federer, Lacoste, Sampras, and Sharma with 2, Borg, Poncho, Grosjean, Isner, Nishikori, Rosewall, Thiem, and Tilden all have won at least a tournament. Rene Lacoste is undefeated in finals, 2-0. So, great job by Dominic Thiem. He will not be going to Indianapolis. So it's a 56-person tournament. Nadal is got one more to go. Yeah, Nadal's got one more tournament to go for his leave. He'll be back in Austria. No Fred Perry and no Dominic Thiem. Well, Thiem, of course, because when Fred Perry was injured, so he has to sit. So we got ourselves some. Any 16 seed? So Andy Roddick will be given the 16 seed. Okay, Summer. Oh wait, so the team is number 21. You can't play. Perry can't play. Right, Jeffrey? Yeah, Perry can't play. I love you. That's a lot of. So when we get the American men, like Sears and Ash, out there for the 56-person tournament, we'll see what the who will get in. Rancho. So it's gonna be the last spot. Will go to Gasquet. So all the Americans are in. So the top 8 get buys. And the buys go to Laver, Rosewall, Budge, Tilden, Borg, Djokovic, Sampras, and Federer. Oh yeah, Rosewall. Yeah, Rosewall was out for a week. So yeah, Rosewall's back. He's the 8th seed. Man, Djokovic and Federer in the same group. That's going to be one heck of a group. And they could meet as early as the quarterfinals. Of course, no Nadal yet. Andy Murray, is he on the right side of the bracket? He is. He has to face Gleadhill. And the winner of that matchup gets to face Novak. So Eddie Murray could face Novak on Wednesday. We'll start action on Wednesday. So we'll of course simulate off camera the round of 64. Now we look at the ladies because we have such a great group. Even though Steffi Graf was not technically ranked, she will face Martina Navratilova. These two ladies are icons. Well, Celis and Smith Court, who lost the semifinals, are also icons. So this is very iconic. Navratilova does have a win over Graf. She has 5 titles. Graf has 2. And I believe, well, Martina has only 1 major. Graf doesn't. So if Martina wins, that's her 5th tour win. She'll have to skip Stuttgart, Brighton, Zurich, and then we'll have to find out the next 2 weeks of competition. Right. If Steffi wins, she has to lose Stuttgart, which is stupid. Because it's in Germany of all places. Then Brighton, then Zurich. Isn't there one in Brighton? For the guys, it was. Bristol. Oh, that's Bristol. Brighton and Zurich. Brighton. Okay, whatever. Anyway, Martina, the 2 seed, Steffi Graf would have been number 8, but because of the Americanization. So Martina does have a win over Graf, and that was the finals in week 3 in Hilton Head, where she won her first title. She beat Pliskova, Betts, Chambers, and Everett as well. And then week 5, after a week off, she kept rolling. She beat Davenport, Bro, Wills, Moody, Mallory, and Connolly. Then had to take 2 weeks off, lost to Celis in Berlin. Her 3rd win was in Edgbaston, beating Austin, Billie Jean, Bueno, Cachito, and Betts. She won Wimbledon against Wolfsburg, Valsburg, DuPont, Billie Jean, Smith Court, Davenport, Chambers. Chambers is the only one to take a set off her. And then she continued her streak to make it to 16 straight wins in Los Angeles, beating Davenport, Alvina, Mary Jo, Mallory, and Smith Court. She made it to 19 until the quarterfinals, shocking loss to Osaka-san in the quarterfinals. Then after, well, she still had to serve one more week because of her wins thing. And then New Orleans, she lost to Louise Brough. She got injured, so she had to take the 1 week off for Fort Lauderdale. And then in Omaha, she's been Davenport, Hingis, Billie Jean, and Celis, 13, 14, 15, 16. Sequential, but Steffi Graf is now a top 10. Steffi's won 2 titles to her name. She won in Italia, beating Kerber, Schivoni, Osborne, DuPont, Langland, and Chrissy Everett. And then her second win was in Austria over Panetta, Andrescu, Round, Kleisters, and Sharapova. She went to the finals of Long Island, lost to Chris Everett. This week she's beaten Mallory, Chambers, Kineen, and Smith Court. Smith Court is the only one to take a set off her for now.
Quiet, please. Navratilova
But they
to
say
serve.
Martina should
First
be able to beat
game.
Steffi Graf.
Play.
I think all of Germany actually wants Steffi to lose because then that means Graf will be eligible to come to Germany and get a good seat. She should have a good seat.
15, love. Game and first
Martina.
set, Navratilova. 6 games to 3.
Well, Martina. Well, yeah, this would be her 5th tour win. Because tour wins majors don't count for the length of pissing time. So I know she's won 5, but she's won 4 tour events. So if she wins this one, that's her 5th tour win. That's a 5-week break instead of 6. So that's spectate.
Out.
I'm going to spectate because I think you all want to see this matchup.
15, love. 15, all. Out. 30, 15. Out. 30, all. Forty, 30. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Navratilova. Deuce. Advantage, Graf. Deuce. Out. Advantage, Graf. Deuce. Advantage, Navratilova. Out. Game, Navratilova. First game, second set.
So Navratilova 1-0.
15, love. 30, love. 40, love. Game, Navratilova. Navratilova leads 2 games to love, second set.
What's our time? 14 minutes. Yeah. I think she's got this. I have a funny feeling. That's how to play because she's up by 2.
Game and second set. Graf.
Comes back to make it
7
7-5.
games to 5. 1 set all.
Okay, let's watch the third set then. 2 of the legends are playing.
Out. 15, love. Out. 15 all. 30-15. Out. 40-15. Game, graph. First game, final set.
Oh,
Out. Love 15. 15 all. 15-30. 30 all. Out. 40-30. Deuce. Advantage, graph. Deuce. Advantage, Navratilova. Game, Navratilova. 1 game all, final set. Out. 15 love. Out. Out. 30 love. $30-15. Out. 30 all. Out. 30-40. Game, Navratilova. Navratilova leads 2 games to 1, final set. Out. 15 love. 30 love. Out. 40 love. Game, Navratilova. Navratilova leads 3 games to 1, final set.
well, that Petrova should be able to get this one. That's out of play.
Out. Game, set, and championship. Navratilova.
Well, you kind
2
of have
sets to
feeling
1.
it's going to be Navratilova.
6-3. 5-7. 6-4.
So Martina will win her 5th tour event. And once again, for the 9th straight week, an American has won. Suzanne Langlois in Indy was the last woman to win out of the country. We had Martina in LA, Davenport in Toronto, Billie Jean in Houston, Chris Evert in Long Island, Chris Evert at the US Open because the Grand Slams are open to everyone. Venus at Salt Lake City, Rose Moody in New Orleans, Brawl last week for Lauderdale, and Martina in Kansas City. So 9 straight weeks. Sorry, Omaha. So Martina beats Steffi Graf. You can kind of guess. Great job, but yeah, Martina proving why she was good. She had, and that 1 week off for her injury actually worked out. So on to Stuttgart. Well, we had to pick on to Stuttgart. So the good news for Steffi Graf, well, she's number 8. The good news for Graf is she's going to be given a good mark. So Martina. Well, the good news also is Chris Evert actually served her 4 weeks. So Martina's out for. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Hold on 1 sec. Yeah, the Australian Open week 31. Yeah, that's the major. 31. So 31 is Aussie Open. Yeah, so the Aussie Open's week 31. Okay. So Martina would miss Stuttgart, Brighton, Zurich, Holland, and Brisbane. Brisbane with Sydney. With the next tournament. Now, the Australian Open is held in Melbourne, not Sydney. So, yeah, so Martina is out till week 30. So she's going to miss Stuttgart, Brighton, Zurich, Holland, and Brisbane. She'll be back in Sydney for the week before the championship. So, yeah, so Martina will be the only missing member. Everyone else is eligible. Brown will be back, and Everett will be back. Steffi Graf should be given a good seed. So they're gonna give, Germany. Yep, they're gonna give Steffi. Well, because she made the playoffs, and there's no good German, right? Yes. So because she made the final, they're gonna give her the 5 seed. Who's Moody Mallory? Yeah. Mallory hasn't won a tournament, right? Mallory has not won a tournament, so they're gonna give Graf the 5 seed in the thing. Well, of course, Martinez left out. So Everett, Smithcourt, Langland, Wills, Moody, Graf, Mallory, Connolly, and Bueno are the seeds. Non-seeds, Sproul will be back. He'll have to come back. All right. So Irani. And now they got to look for Germany. I think they have a German. Carmichael Sperling is in. Yeah, Cody Killish. Well, kind of because they're international. Kerber. Oh yeah, they have another. They have 4 Germans. I didn't know that. And that's it. Is that it for Germany? Yes, it is. 25. Germany. Serena will be the last one. So Serena will be the last one who gets in. Not so a lot of Americans will be basically booted. Yeah, the Germans. They have 4 of them. Carmichael Sperling may be the second best German, but she's definitely not the 18th. Make the job match. Radich. So anyway, yeah. So Stuttgart, Ericsson starts Wednesday, 32 people. Everyone plays. So Everett comes back to face Lindsay Davenport, big win. And the winner will face Clijsters Henin. Wow, Everett's got a tough stacked. They put 3 Germans in one 4-person sector and Steffi in the other one. The 2-3 Smith Court will face Monica. Wow, with Osaka versus Sharapova. Germany, well, Carmichael Sperling Cody will have to face Cody Kilsh, and Kerber will face Mola Mallory. Graf will face Billie Jean King in her first round matchup. So yeah, the pressure's on Germany. But well, we'll see at least one German in the round 16. Thank goodness for that. Graf and King. Well, King's not easy, and Kerber could beat Mola Mallory, who was given the 6th seed because she has kind of slipped off the map. So they gave her a bad seed. Bueno got lucky; she got the 8th seed. But Sanchez and Turner Brown. So anyway, that's all there's to it. So hope you enjoy next week, and action does start Wednesday. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adieu.